Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is my first challenge video in a while, so let's get straight into it. This challenge consists of me attempting to complete Pokemon errand with just one Sudowoodo and no other Pokemon other than the HMs obviously that I'll need. Items aren't allowed in battle, only held items, but I doubt I'll probably use them. So yeah, let's get into why I think this might be a tough challenge. Sudowoodo has a base stat total of 410, which is predominantly spread between his attack and defense. His special stats are very low, meaning that the two of his type weaknesses, in grass and water, will do a lot of damage. In terms of a moveset, in Generation 3, Sudowoodo learns powerful moves, well, some powerful moves, and is open to some decent TMs, but it won't take away from the issue of being vulnerable to a lot of hits. I am writing this script as I go along with this challenge, meaning that as of writing this, I don't know how the challenge is going to go, but I have a feeling it will be similar to the previous challenge with Rhyhorn. Before we get into this challenge, I'd appreciate if anybody who is new around here could hit the subscribe button, as 82.6% of my views in the last month have been from those not subscribed. So drop a sub so I can try hit the 50 subs before the end of the year. Okay, let's get into this. If you've been watching my Soul Silver Randomizer Nuzlocke series, you know that I'm terrible at nicknames for Pokemon, and therefore I went for the most basic route of naming Sudowoodo group. First battle of this challenge is up now, and it's against May. May chose Torchic for a starter, meaning that this would be an easy one to deal with one rock throw dealing with it. Roxanne's gym is up next, and the tight match meant that we would be back and forth for a lot of turns, with both Pokemon having high defences, attacks were doing limited damage, and the use of a potion meant that I couldn't get past the Geodude, even at level 14. I tried again at level 17, which is when Sudowoodo learns Low Kick. This time was completely different, with all three of the Pokemon going down to Low Kick without putting much of a significant fight. Brawley followed. With this being another gym I wasn't strong against, and in fact Sudowoodo is weak against, this battle didn't get too far in on first attempt, and with Machop boosting its attack with Bulk Up and landing super effective Karate Chops to take out Sudowoodo. On second attempt, I trained Sudowoodo to level 24 and was able to make more progress in the first attempt, with me making it to Makuhita after stopping Focus Punch for about the 1000th time from Meditating. Makuhita, however, was able to be given the Super Potion and able to take out Sudowoodo after bulking up. Third time around, I trained up Sudowoodo to level 26, which meant that he could learn Rock Slide and have the ability to inflict more damage to Brawley's Pokemon. It came down to a very close affair, but after surviving on barely any health, I took down Makuhita and had earned the second gym badge. Following Brawley, I faced May again, and due to my level difference from grinding in the previous battle, this battle was over shortly. Morville City gym leader Watson was up next, and it was finally a gym I could take on with a decent level of confidence. That confidence turned out to be not misguided, as I took out his team without any real issues being put in front of me. After that I made my way through Mount Chimney and faced Team Magma leader Maxie. Despite going into this battle not in full HP, the battle was an easy sweep for Sudowoodo. Flannery followed, and Rockslide managed to make quick work of a Pokemon, with them only managed to take 2 points of health away from Sudowoodo before the battle was over. Straight after that I faced Norman, or as the protagonist would call him, Dad. Sudowoodo knowing Low Kick meant that I could land super effective attacks on all of his Pokemon, and even though there was more of a fight than the previous gym, this battle was over, and I had earned the 5th gym match. Another May battle was up next, and even though her team was improved from the last time I faced her, in terms of levels, the battle was still another easy sweep. 6th gym battle time now, and even though I had the type advantage in this, going into it, I knew it wouldn't be simple. However, I did manage to take down all of her Pokemon first time, but being left on only 36 HP means that I might need to do more grinding before I take on the last 2 gym battles. Once again, I faced May in Lilycove, and it wasn't any different from our previous meetings, as she went down with ease. Another boss battle was up next, this time with Maxie in the Magma Hideout. Unfortunately, I forgot to restore my PV before I went into the battle without the ability to use Rock Slide. I still managed to land strong attacks with Sudowoodo, and it came down to the wire, but I took down Maxie first time. Tate and Liza are up next, and this is where I thought that the times of cruising through the game would end. I had to use HM Pokemon in the battle due to being a double battle, but there were no impacts as intended. Unfortunately, Sudowoodo ended up going down, and therefore it meant I had to do some more grinding for the first time in a long time in this run. Before I attempted this gym again, I grinded up to level 60, and went in hoping I had enough power to take down their Pokemon. This however wasn't the case, and I had to return to the grinding to get the results I wanted. I have a feeling this run is going to be a mixture of the 2 previous challenges I've done, with the similarities with the absolute run being that some parts have been a clean sweep with no issues, and similar to Rhyhorn with that some gyms I will get destroyed and be destined to face low level wild Pokemon for hours while watching something on Netflix to pass the time. Third time around, and with Sudowoodo being level 66, I went in with confidence, but my confidence was only going to get me so far, as I did manage to get down to the last 3 Pokemon. However, I couldn't take them both out, and I may need to consider looking at some other moves for this individual battle. Unfortunately, upon research, Sudowoodo can only do one more Dark type move in this generation, and that is Taunt, which isn't an attacking move. Back to grinding I went. At level 77, I went into it once more and managed to get down to just their Lunatone, but I only got nail-bitingly close and needed to do more grinding. Hopefully, for the last time. Eventually, at level 83, I managed to take down this gym. Going into this, I thought my biggest challenge would be the last gym, but this was an absolute nightmare. Makes me reminisce over the time in this game where I was going through with no troubles, but hopefully, now that I've done this much grinding, going up around 30 levels, I should be set up for the rest of the game. Following that, I teamed up with Steven and faced the Team Magma admin and leader. Even though Steven ended up losing a few of his Pokemon, Sudowoodo managed to hold his own and took down their Pokemon and stayed alive. C411 was my next location, where Kyogre was residing, which led to a boss battle versus Team Aqua leader Archie. A confused Ray on Sudowoodo led to this battle being more problematic than I had originally intended, but the level difference made it easier once he snapped out of it. Final gym time now, and this is the one that I was fearing the most going into this challenge. However, the insane amount of grinding I did to beat the 7th gym, along with finding the TM for Earthquake, meant that I could sweep through this without any issues. My last test before the Elite Four was Wally. An early paralysis on Sudowoodo meant that this battle would be more challenging than the previous battles against Wally. Despite going into red health, however, the level difference allowed for Sudowoodo to take down all of his Pokemon first time. First Elite Four member time now, and with Sudowoodo being level 87, I went in with confidence that this wouldn't be too bad. The only 2 Pokemon I will worry about were Cacturne and Crawdon, but fortunately enough I managed to take them out before they could land an attack. Second member now, and after getting through the Protect spell and Dusclops, this battle was plain sailing, with my Pokemon not putting much of a fight. Ice-type member Glacia was up next, and her Ice-type Pokemon packed much a larger punch than the other members, with most of the Pokemon knowing Water-type moves. Super effective moves were frequent in this exchange. Unfortunately, on first try, Sudowoodo ended up going down, and therefore I'm going to have to go back to grinding for a while. I grinded up to level 93, and with the powerful moves that Sudowoodo has in his arsenal now, Glacia's Pokemon went down. Next up was the final member of the Elite Four, Drake. Fortunately, I had some max elixirs in my bag that I could use so that Rock Slide could be used, meaning that along with the other moves that I had to take down his Pokemon, even though it was a close affair, it was a solid sweep. Alright, what we've been leading up to, champion time. Going to the first battle with a direct disadvantage isn't ideal, but Sudowoodo's powerful attacks make easy work of his first few Pokemon, even if it were a back and forth with a full restore spamming Ludicolo. Unfortunately, with Milotic being able to outspeed, I went down, being so close but so far. I've returned to Victory Road to do some more grinding and give myself the best possible chance by getting Sudowoodo to level 100. After getting the look of some of us Pokemon missing their attacks, I made it to Milotic, who opted to go for a Toxic instead of Hydro Pump, which allowed me to land double edges consecutively and take her down, leaving just the Whiscash, who was no proper threat to me and I had beaten the game. To review this run, it could essentially be summed up as a rollercoaster ride with ups and downs all over the place. I was confident that this run would be complete, as stated at the beginning of this video. However, I wasn't expecting to need to get to level 100, as I did with the Rhyhorn run. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know if you've got any potential thoughts or feelings on this video and any challenges for the future. I've switched to mainly Let's Plays on this channel for now, however I'll still do the odd challenge when I want to, and I will try to make them harder the more I do. I'm just easing myself into it. But yeah, that's it for now, so thanks for watching, and cheers.